Boom!
Hi guys. Well, there we have it. My housemate has taken my PS5 away. He legally decided that what I wrote did not constitute an original tune. So, as you may have noticed there, I've written my brand new one, which I would say is probably, I'd say at least 3 times better than the one he wrote. So, yeah, talentless. He listens to this show relentlessly. I shouldn't actually say anything. Yeah, look, let's just get on with it. Wrestlemania Night 2.
Wrestling!
Now, a very important thank you to all you guys that have emailed to get in touch, and there's really been many of you. That's actually true. So yeah, just believe me. Yeah, I'm gonna scatter some emails and responses throughout this show, just because I've touched on before. Just actually paying attention to the matches and trying to remember what happened and talk about them is really tiring. So yeah, you know what? Actually, I'll read one out right now. This one here, it says, you only started watching wrestling, I assume. This guy's only started watching what? Watching golf, watching another sport, like CDs. Sorry, so I saw a CD there on my desk. Patty Gurdy. So what was I doing? Oh, yeah, this email, yeah. So, you only started watching when Raw moved to Netflix. What would you know about wrestling? Okay, so he does say wrestling in my thing. Yeah, so what would you know about wrestling? Yeah, not true, actually. But thank you for your email, for inquiring what I would know about wrestling. The answer is quite a lot, but yeah, not true. I didn't just start watching when Raw moved to Netflix. I watched all the Attitude guys back in the day, and I kept up throughout the years by overhearing wrestling coming from my housemate's room. So, pretty knowledgeable. Yeah, so be more of those throughout the show. But now let's get on to the first match of the second night of WrestleMania of this year. Well, the opening match, it's the enormous Brock Lesnar taking on the gigantic Obafemi, which, would make us all look like little ants watching it. Like they're performing for a group of little mysterious pixies. Yeah, Obafemi, he looked strong as all. Oh, actually, hang on. Let's do his little walk. Are you ready, guys? You joining in? This doesn't really work on audio. I really should do bring in like a webcam or something. I am still doing it with the arms. I'm going over that side, and now as you can see, you can't see. Forget it. Yeah, Obafemi beats Brock Lesnar in a very short time. He looks strong as all heck. And Brock Lesnar is Lesnar's taking off his gloves and his boots. We saw this with AJ Styles after he lost his match against Gunther. You may remember he teased taking his gloves off. This thing AJ took his gloves, he's like, no, kept them on, like as if to go, I'm not gonna retire. But then he did. So if that's the real, maybe this is Lesnar's way of saying he's not retiring. But I don't know. It's worrying. Yeah, now where's the people are chanting, thank you, Lesnar. Thank you, Lesnar. I feel sad. Thank you, Lesnar. I feel sad. Yeah. Paul Heyman's getting in the ring and they're each at a little cuddle. Some waving. What an epic thunderstorm of a career that man has had, and now he's just going to leave it all behind in the most heartbreaking way. But I mean, it could be more heartbreaking. Maybe if he don't want to say the word, don't want to get demonetized on YouTube. But yeah, what an excellent career. Sad. Up next, we have the multi-man, multi-ladder. Oh, I've just realized something. IC title. It stands for intricate. I don't know. This whole time I thought it was like the icy title. Like, it's a little bit cold. It's not quite as warm and embracing as the world title. So like it's the icy title. I'm like, okay, IC intricate. I'm just gonna say IC in future because I do struggle with that word sometimes. So it saves me having to say it anymore. But yeah, 6-man, 6-ladder. Well, I don't know if there's 6 ladders, but I hope there is. If each man just can have his own personal ladder to use as he sees fit. Oh my God, guys, imagine a spot where it's like all 6 men climb up all their ladders and they all just jump into each other at the same time. And that'd be really cool. Probably lead to some sort of brain damage, but I still hope they do it. But yeah, this match, man. Oh, guys, the flips. Oh my word, the flips. Some really crazy stuff. I don't want to already go back on my rule of just skipping through the matches as quick as I can, but needless to say, there's all sorts of crazy stuff, and you should just check it out. You want to see guys getting slammed onto ladders, getting slammed through ladders, getting slammed upwards through ladders. It probably happened. All guys sort of jumping and falling and landing on necks and stuff. Yeah, everything you want from a match. But of course, at the end, my guy Penta won the match. Zero mierda. Up next, Sami Zayn is defends his U.S. title against Tricky Williams, accompanied by Lil Yachty. Yeah, it was another good match between good guys. Although Sammy seems to be getting a little bit pathetic these days. I find his behavior to be quite sad. I really feel sorry for him. Just total loser. Still like the guy though. I hope he can turn it around. And I don't know. Maybe he needs to come out with a woman or something. Give her a little kiss, just to go. Look, see, I'm still pretty cool. Tricky Williams, I imagine, has no problem in that department. I imagine he goes home with a different chick every month. Real player. But yeah, he won the U.S. title and celebrated that fact. And why not? Okay, I'm getting a little bored, so I'm going to read another email out. This one comes from a person. They ask, is Wrexlepert... Okay. This is the last time... Guys, it's wrestling expert. It's not fucking wrestling pervert. Just let that be the end of it, okay? Thank you for your email. Fucking sick of this shit. I'm not doing the show anymore. Sorry guys, just taking a little break there. Next up, now you're ready to get scared. It's the Demon Finn Balor taking on Dominic Mysterio in a... Oh, and I'll get my little jingle ready. In a street fight. Yeah. As you'd expect, chairs, tables, kicks, all kinds of hellish things. I was thinking because he was like the demon, he was going to maybe set Dom on fire or remove one of his limbs. But no, he just wrestled in a slightly more aggressive manner than usual. Still scary. Don't get me wrong. I would still be terrified. If I was lying on a table and I saw the demon's feet flying through the air at me, I would probably poop. Dominic doesn't appear that was the case. But yeah, nonetheless, he did still lose the match. Demon stomped him through the table. Hit him with that cool McGraw. Next up was Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley. In the lead up, I did see some of the clips in the lead up this match. They were both arguing over who had the better bodies, and ladies, trust me, you don't need to compete. You are both wonderful in that department. There is an easy solution. There's a certain classic match type they could bring back and could really find out once and for all. But let's just leave that aside for now. During the match, B-Fab, don't know, machine came out, but luckily, Rhea's good Japanese friend Io came out and smilingly helped Rhea fend them off. So, yeah, Rhea did successfully and new win the main women's world title. Now next up, very exciting. John Cena is back out to announce more numbers. Now, the numbers have gotten bigger since yesterday, so that's really great. I'm really happy for WWE that they've got a little bit more money coming in. Hopefully the McMahon family can put that to good use. Maybe buy themselves a lovely holiday to a little cottage and get a couple of ice creams. But yeah, then the Miz comes out. This other guy, Kit something. He's got a silly little tan going on. Doesn't seem genuine to me. But then that spooky little guy with all the face paint, Danhausen, appears, and he's got a couple little midget dudes, and they all got the paint, so that's real funny. And yeah, a great moment, really great moment. Kid Wilson attacks one of the little guys and knocks him over to the ground. It was really nice to see. Then little people start getting their revenge. One of them, he punches Kid Wilson right in his to borrow a word from the British, punch him right in his bollocks. Yeah, and then Danhausen he attacks the Miz, and he does like Cena's 5-knuckle shovel, but he gets his fingers and he puts them right in Miz's eyes, blinding him. Fun. But now, it's time for your main event of the evening and the year. And something I'd like to try now, which I think would be pretty fun before we get to the main event. You guys know it wouldn't be WrestleMania without adverts. It's the stuff that keeps this ship running. So I thought, as this is Wrexlemania, maybe I could kind of keep in with that WrestleMania feel and put in a little advert of my own. So now a word from our sponsors. I feel sick. My fucking stomach. Are you, like in pain and stuff? Well, we got just the thing for you. Take like a tablet or something. Like indigestion type thing. And, then feel really better. And you'll be back down to guzzling lovely chunky soup. And eating all those lovely chicken tendies in no time. Bye. I feel great now. Yeah, so there you have it. Obviously not a real product. I don't have anything to sell right now, other than this wonderful show. But it wouldn't really make much sense to advertise the show on the show. Although that's what they do at WrestleMania. They kind of constantly interrupt the show to advertise WrestleMania and the WWE. So, yeah, maybe I'll try it next time. Maybe next time I'll run a couple of Wrexlepert adverts during the show. That would actually be really fun now that I think of it. But, yeah, like I said, that's not a real product, but, it's a good example if any of you guys want to hire me to do adverts. If there's any, those guys that, like, collect people's data or, make people sick or whatever, I gladly do your adverts. I can write the adverts. I can do the voiceover, as you saw. I can write the little music that goes under it. So, yeah, do please get in touch. Wrexlepert@gmail.com. But now, as mentioned previously, it is main event time. And this is tremendously exciting. It's the one and only CM Punk versus the also one and only Roman Reigns. These are guys finally facing off in a big giant match. Truly a tremendous match. These guys, they just beat the F out of each other. For like half an hour. Crazy. Part where Reigns is hanging Punk upside down and just punching the heck out of him. They hit him in the face with the steel steps, and you just kind of think like, I think he may just leave him there to die. But no, he just continued to batter him more. And then, of course, it's WrestleMania. These guys, I don't know how they do it, but something special about WrestleMania, they find that hard to kick out of each other's finishers all the time. And yeah, this was no different. At one point then, Punk, he got Reigns' Oofa Loofah. He put it on. to give himself kind of some of that Samoan strength and hit his spears. Like, well, this gotta be, oh my fucking god, this is my music again. Why does that keep playing? Oh god, guys, that scared the absolute F out of me. But yeah, the spears and stuff happen. You know, Punk's trying to choke Roman, all these kind of things. And there's punching and whatever, but luckily this match did not feature any celebrities. I say luckily, but you know, also a shame. You know, it's WrestleMania. They could have had who'd be like really famous, like George Clooney or something could have come out, or who'd be like a famous woman. Jade Cargill, no, she already wrestles there. Famous women. It's really stumped me. Let's see, there's like actors. This is Sandra Bullock. I did watch Gravity recently. I think now I realize why they're the two celebrities I've thought of. Terrifying film. I don't have time to get into it. It's far too long. But safe to say, I won't be going to space anytime soon. Truly terrifying concept. But yeah, celebrities. Well, what was it? Yeah, they could have had, or maybe they could have thing, you know, like Sandra Bullock could like jump on the apron and kind of start like squeezing her boobs and like distract like CM Punk or whatever. And then while that's happening, you know, George Clooney punches like the referee in the balls. And then while the referee's down, he then also punches Roman. But then why would you distract CM Punk? Man. Gotta give Vince McMahon credit. It's not easy to book these things. That guy knows what he's doing. What can I say? But yeah, what a wonderful, wonderful match. It ends with Punk actually just being really sleepy. He tried to make Roman go to sleep, but in the process, I think he actually made himself go to sleep. He was just too tired. So Roman just gave him a couple of spears and was like, well, night, I'm the champion now. So, you know, Punk is gonna wake up to that devastating news. I imagine when him and his wife AJ get home, both of them having lost their titles, I imagine they'll be very upset. Won't be. I think they may even just sleep in separate beds tonight. I think they'll just be really down, and you know, hopefully their marriage survives this. If it doesn't, any of you guys know AJ Lee's email, please do forward it on to me. Yeah, so there we go. Another WrestleMania in the bag. This episode is even longer than the last one. Guys, I'm really tired. But I've really enjoyed WrestleMania. I think that's very clear. Did you? I think that'd be a great little email conversation for next time. Yeah, email me the title, WrestleMania Enjoyment, and then in the body of the email, just say yes or no. Yeah, we will have a discussion on that next time. I might do the Raw. I'm not sure. This is really long. It's made me really tired. I might just look up the results, and if there's like, you know, interesting stuff happens, maybe like Stone Cold comes back and he's like gonna be like the new GM or something, then I might check it out. If not, may not bother. But I truly hope all of you have great times wherever you are and with great friends, and hopefully you have someone that can you know, help cushion the blow of WrestleMania being over for another year. You might kind of look around going, well, what do I do now? Don't know. Yeah, sorry I couldn't be of more help. Bye. Rex